Okay, so hi everyone. I'm still here in the hotel, and I did a video the other night for you guys. um, I did a video the other night. It was about being ignorant is blessed. Okay, so I hope you got the video. If you didn't, it's because YouTube and their fraudulent ass devilish energies, whoever. It's because YouTube and whoever that can manipulate the channels, um, don't let the videos go through. Okay. um, so as I said before, if you don't get the videos, go on my channel and you can get them. Okay, I will be making some more time and time again as I keep going. This is not a video that I'm going to do any music on. I won't do much of anything. I'm only coming on here to tell you that I'm going to load videos on here for you so that you can have the information you need to help you to move forward in life. Okay, help you to know what is going on, to give you the information you need to know what is and what isn't, okay, that is happening in the world, on the planet, all over, and what is life is about as we stand today. What is going on, what is it? And if you really want to know and you really want to find life and the freedom of life and the freedom of being your me and gravitating to a better life, a greater life, whatever. We're in the time for that now, okay? The only thing is that you need to have information in order to do anything. Change. Change only come through the information you have to make the change with, okay? Because remember, I said your body can't move unless you think first. So thoughts come first, and then come the actions. So you got to start thinking at least outside of the place you're in, or the situation you're in, the life you're in, whatever. And the only way that's going to happen is that if you want better, you get better. You have to want better in order to get better, okay? So if you want better, you can have better. But you got to want better in order to go after better. In order you to receive better, okay? There's always an action required, though, okay? You must put an action into the operation to get it to moving forward or whatever, okay? The only thing is this time in life that we're in, it's more about action in the mental and in the heart space, in the frequency, okay? It's not so much as action and movement more than it is in the emotions and the the feelings of what you're creating and how you think about it and how you view it, and the imagination and all those things has to be mixed in today in order to take action in the direction of things you want to go in. So life is beautiful when you creating it to become that. When you want that, you have to not look at the other person or the other being or people on this side or that side. Just look at yourself, okay? That's important. Pay attention to yourself. Look at yourself. Notice you more than you notice anything or anyone. And it's all about how you want to clean up your life and how you want to see you grow and flourish in life itself, okay? And like I said, ignorant is bliss, and it is. And the reason why it's bliss, because you've been put into worlds of society to make you think education is in school. That's not education. That's dumbed down education. That's government's bullshit, who have placed it in front of you to make you believe that's how education is, how you to be educated. That's not educated. What they teach you, you can teach yourself. And you can teach yourself anything else that you need to know. Just know that you are not the only beings that has evolved on this planet. You have evolved in other lifetimes and other timelines, many, many other times, okay, in the past. In different lives itself. White, black, blue, green, you live them all. You really have. So now, this life here is a life that is called evolution. Okay, evolution. And evolution is a complete change of everything that is once were. Okay, it's like the end of something and the beginning of another. That's what it's really about. It's an end of a time and a beginning of another time coming in. And now is the time you can simply put away all your toys, all your life that you've been spending countless hours of time in it, doing nothing, getting nowhere, no growth, just existing. Now you can change that and go the other direction and allow life to come in and flourish and growth and exist in a positive way, in a better way, okay? This is what life is about now. But you got to switch from this, going this direction and go to the other direction, okay? They call it South Node and North Node. If you never heard of that, look it up, please, because it's very important that you would know what South Node mean, what North Node mean. It's important that you just start reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading, and do not stop reading. Do not stop learning. And put away the dumb world of learning through the government's educated ways, which is not education at all. Trust me, it isn't. It is just, frankly, a way of keeping you programmed in their program so you can be their little slave, that they can suck off your energy and you can use it for them and not for you. And you want to use it for you because that's what you're supposed to do with it. This is the life we're living, you know. Life you're living today that you've been living is a life that you've been living for others, for the government, and whoever that may be. There's a lot of them. Not just the one that stands up there and say, I'm the governor of this country or this state. You don't have no governor, really. You never did. It's just a lot of illusional. But you allowed it to happen, and however, it didn't really happen on your awareness. He was totally caught off guard when it all came about. It's got to go back, way back, to find that truth. But this is why I'm here, to give you the videos. So you don't have to go back. You can just watch these videos and get familiar with what happened on your planet and in your times of past times that caused you to be in a life that you're in now that's a fucked up life that doesn't even count. It's countless until you know. And once you know, then you grow. Okay? That includes religion and everything else that binds you to something that does not give you fulfillment, complete fulfillment, and complete growth. You know, in religion, you can grow only so far. That's why they only have a flame that is lit through the pastors or the ministers or whatever. It's only like a flame. You don't want just a flame. You want a fire. You want a bonfire. You want to light your fire inside. And then when you light on inside, it's going to burn everything up that does not give you the greatest value of who you are. And does not allow you to see yourself in something that is valuable and greatness. And that whatever the next man have that you see that you feel like you deserve just as much as they do, then you can have that. It's your day. And that's the truth. Okay, so please smarten yourself up. Start reading. Read. But don't just be reading to be reading. Reading to know. Reading to know something. What do you don't know that you want to know? If you want to know, you must find the information. And that's all online. It's everywhere you want to look. On YouTube, it's everywhere. Knowledge is all around us, but we must go after it. We must look for it. We must open up to receive it in order to have it. Okay? And you want knowledge. You really do. Because that's the only way you're going to grow. Is with knowledge. Knowledge is what causes you to grow. They do say knowledge is power, which it is. It also says knowledge puffs you up, too. Get you all proud and huffy and puffy, you know. Because you know. Don't do that. If you know, you know. But don't be the know that know. And only one knows. And no one else but me, you know. So, and you don't know until you do know. And sometimes we think we know when we really don't. Because you don't know nothing until you know it all. And you can know it all. But are you able to digest it? Marinate it? Live it? Let it seize through your being's life that you're walking in or you're desiring to be in. You know, and don't just know and don't and keep it all to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know something, at least know it and want to share it to others. Don't be like the greedy Illuminatis. Elites, they call them. They're not the elites. We are. They just want to make you think they were the elites so you can serve their asses. You really the elites. You just got to know you are. So, you can know it all. And as you knowing, you share and you give. You show others. And don't be just want to keep it all to yourself. Hide it in secrets. You know, what they've been doing. But now the secrets is out. All the secrets are out. And now you can know. But you got to want to know. You got to want to know that you don't know. And you really don't. A lot of people think they do. You think because you went to school, got an education through their government or your governments or whoever they are, you know. You don't know nothing. You really don't. Not even your presidents. They're not smart at all. They're dumb when it comes down to knowledge. Because that's not how you get knowledge. You get knowledge from the higher mind, the higher conscious of those who have came here and learned and lessons on top of lessons and going on back, and they're still existing to this day. They're in the other realms, and they're able to talk to you and administer to you the information that you already have within you. Just it needs to be awakened, and this is where we're at now. We're in the awakened state, where the DNA that has been shut off, as they call it, the junk DNA. Well, it's not junk. It's just been shut off by some foolish, manipulated beings, ignorant, to take over and controlling of another being's life, or just want to be powerful enough to take the source off to themselves. How do you do that? Impossible. Very impossible. How do you take over something that's created you? Oh, they make you think you can do that. You know how some say the students got much smarter than the teacher. That can happen in this world, but not in the world of the all. You could never absorb that much of source energy. No one can. Not one person anyway. Okay? So, life is marvelous and it's beautiful. It's just everything you could desire once you get the information that you need to see what life is about. So tonight I'm just going to load videos on for you because I want you to have the information. And I feel bad when I'm not giving it to you because I want you to have it. And it makes me sad inside when I can't give you what I want, you need, the things you need that I know you need to grow with. Whether you're looking for it or not, it's out there, and I want to put it out there for you. If you want it, it's there. If you don't, it's okay too. Move on. Live. Be yourself. Be your me. Be your me. But you gotta get balance in your life to do that. And the only thing you can do more than anything that you could ever do for yourself or your me is loving that you are. Loving your me. Loving you. Loving yourself so much that you don't have no love for nobody else until you got so much for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that is the way life's supposed to be. But you've been told a different way. You've been told, love somebody. You gotta love everyone. You gotta love them. Give them love. How am I gonna give you something I don't have? If I don't love me, I'm gonna love you. That don't make sense to me. Really don't. I'm gonna love you, but I don't love me. What? How is that so? That's impossible. Because then I give you something where's it coming from? It's just fake love. It's love that is created out of the low chakras, the low energies. It's like a need, wanting a need to be filled, and that's how you find out how you think you can feel it by loving somebody else or thinking you're loving somebody else and they're loving you and ain't getting nowhere. Okay, so I love you guys so much. Alright, if you have never came to my channel, I am Queen Isis. And I also carry the energy of Lord Shiva. I'm here as the Cosmos bitch on the planet. Represent the Cosmos. And there I represent them there, and they are my family. I love them so much. And the universe is in love with me. And I'm in love with the universe. And that's the way it is. Anyway, so I love you guys. I want to share with you. And I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Because I want the videos to move across this YouTube channel. So I'm going to ask you to share this video. And anytime you watch my videos, share them. Please. That's the only way it's going to get out there. Because if you don't share it, YouTube don't move it. I don't think it's so much as YouTube as it is his controllers. That's, a little bit more over here than YouTube itself. And got some bad little controllers out there want to stop information from flowing through. And they want to hold you back and keep you in that old lockdown matrix. You still their stooge. Where they can just puppy you around like a puppy. And not let you be free. And you want freedom, right? And you gotta break free from their clutch around your neck. And keeping you locked in their little chains. And, just know this. You're being made free, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not. The planet is making everyone free from all this bondage that you've been under for years, okay? All right, so I'm just going to play a little bit of each one of the videos, and then I'm going to go to the next, and then I'm going to load them on there for you, okay? Okay, so first I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to skip past the music and get to the message.
Well, family, here we are. Yes, return of the gods, the elite flow. Very used to knowing it is for educational purposes only, vis-a-vis, ergo, concordantly. And make sure the network is up, everything looks like it's fine. All right, welcome back, brother.
We doing damn thing.
Yes, it was too lava. That's why they have to cut my shit like that. It's be lava, bro. That's be lava on them. Yeah, man. So where do we cut off just now? It was really interesting.
This is in the history of the world with Mel Brooks.
There we go, family. History of the world with Mel Brooks, breaking down the Moors and the whole actual invasion and how it was not right in the movie, but definitely. Yeah.
Now,
so take it away, brother.
There's some stuff that we've accepted as part of our historical record that's bullshit.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely.
Here's what we know from the European history of Europe.
Yeah.
That for some reason, the so-called Moors civilized Europe. Right?
No.
Not confuse the modern Moor with the ancient Moor. Some of them still are black. Do not confuse the modern Egyptian with the ancient Egyptian, though some of them are still black. The word is first used, it seems, by the Greeks. Moros means dark or black. And when the Romans invade West Africa in 46 BC, they speak of the West Africans as Mores, black people from the Greek Moros, dark black. There are other origins of the word, Mero leading to Moro, etc., so that you have sometimes the Ethiopian thing, the word for Ethiopians, which is Ethiop, Greek also, burnt skin, the word for Moor, and sometimes Ethiop and Moor being interchangeable for all black Africans. When Shakespeare speaks of the Moor, he thinks of him as a black African.
Okay.
What they told us, then they told us that the Europeans kicked the Moors out of Europe. Let that simmer for a second.
Right. So they're saying that
you civilized them motherfuckers so good that you couldn't defeat them.
You created your own. Okay, so you know what that reminds me of too? The Dr. Frankenstein story. Like Frankenstein created his own monster, and the monster turns out and kills his bitch ass.
So that video is a very loaded video here, okay? Okay, I'll just text this person back here. That's a loaded video, so I want you to look at it and watch it all the way through, okay? Because it's got a lot of information on it that you want to hear, all right? I really want you to hear that. Now, I'm going to add a couple more extra videos in here that just is information that I want you to have, okay? It's not about what something specific, but it is. It's just a different, just information that I want you to have. So I'm going to add a couple of them in, okay? This one is called The sacred tree is what it's called, okay? I don't know if you can see the information in here, but it's just going to go through that and play out information for you to read it as it's playing, okay? I'm going to put that in there for you, okay? Because I want you guys to have it. And
most important thing in business.
This guy here, I want to put him in here.
Hard work. Family. Never forgetting where we came from.
So I'm going to add this one in for you. It's called Money Pursuit of Talents. Okay? And I want you to listen to all of these videos all the way through because they are information that I want you to have. Because I know you need it. It's going to help you out a lot and everything. Money Pursuit of Talents is pretty good. It's just going to be information. I don't think it's going to be talking on there, but listen to it, okay? It'll be good for you. And so
okay.
That one's a question and answer. I'm gonna put that one in anyway.
Billy's back! Yay! I'm so excited. Billy's my friend, and it is always so much fun when I can catch him. Let's just get to the heart of the matter. Here's why. I mean, look, you can talk about so many different things, and you do so with such eloquence and authority.
Right.
But here's something that you and I have not talked about, and that is what's sitting right behind you. 1111 numbers.
Yeah.
I want to get into numbers, Billy. I want to get into, excuse me. This idea that there is an uptick is what I've been saying in people noticing number patterns repeating. This has been going on for a long time, but clearly it is exponential at this point. And I want to dig in, get your perspective as to what you think may be going on here. And that would include the history and the symbology of numbers. So, but let me quote what you said and then we'll take off from there, Billy. You say, within numerology, angel numbers are number sequences, usually 3 or 4 numbers, that contain repetition, such as 111 or 4444, and or patterns such as 321 or 8787. Although they may appear in the most ordinary places, these digits usually grab our attention and, even if only for a moment, evoke a sense of wonder. The reason we're enchanted by these sequences, however, is an extension of their symbolism. It is believed that these numbers are messages from the spiritual universe that offer insight, wisdom, and directionality. Whether you assign them to angels, guides, ancestors, spirits, or simply a higher state of your own consciousness, angel numbers can confirm you're on the right path, shed invaluable insight on a complicated situation, or even illuminate the powerful, mystical meaning behind recurring themes you experience throughout your life. You said a lot there.
Yeah, so she's talking about numbers. So if you've been seeing numbers and you didn't know what it means, you just see them all the time as one specific pattern of numbers that you see. A lot of times when you going through these awakenings and the evolution that we're in and all that spiritually, it's a way that the angels are working to get a message to you because they find all kinds of ways to get a message to us, okay? Since a lot of us are very illiterate before we start waking up and we have no clue about angels or whatever, okay? Yet it is our time to awaken and they will find a way to do that. So if you haven't been experiencing anything but numbers, listen to this video and know that get some water my teeth. And know that they all have a meaning to them, okay? So listen to this video, and then after you listen to the video, start doing a little research on what it means, that these particular numbers, angel numbers. You put it in the YouTube video, the number, what does this number mean, and anything, it'll pop up, okay? Yeah, and this is real. I remember when I first began, when I started waking into my spiritual awakening, and I did see numbers. My number that I was seeing was 222, I think. Yeah, 222. And I had no clue what it meant. It was like 2 years down the road before I finally knew what it meant. I mean, I kept seeing it all the time. And I was like, oh, what in the world? So one time, my daughter's daughter came to my place, and she had known about the angel numbers, and she read it out to me and told me what it meant. And from that day, I was floored, and to know that what it meant, and it was saying exactly what was going on in my life at that time. So from that point on, I have been seeing numbers 20,000, 50,000 more of them. Now, they come all the time to me now, and I'm very familiar with them. So if you've been seeing numbers, watch this one, okay? Okay. I'll do some more of this one here.
The man them trying to.
So it's 10:31. That's 13 10 toes down on the flip. So give some people a chance to come in.
Now this one here is a question and answer. He's doing Q&A on this one.
About.
He's not going to do bring out a lot of information, but he's doing a Q&A, and he's going to say a lot in the questions that is answered, that he's answering, okay? So I want you to listen to this one. It's called... It's called... London Bridge is Falling by Rod Hayes. This is about Rod Hayes, okay? So I'm going to put a lot of Rod Hayes on for you, because I want you to have the information that Rod Hayes is giving you more than anything, because this information that he's giving you is your freedom to be free in this country here, this America, this planet, the planet itself, out of the illusionals that has been put up on you in a conjure spell, okay? Which is every bit of what has happened to you over 400 to maybe 400 to 500 years, okay? You've been under this spell, like hocus pocus. And that's true, okay? So, I want you to listen to this one, okay? And listen to them, all of them, because they're information that you really, really need in order to know what is going on the planet, in the country, what has happened in the past times, and the past times before that, and where are we at now in life, on our planet, on our country, on our all of this. Listen to Rod Hayes, okay? All right? And get familiar with information that is being put out here for you. Okay, so I'm going to go to
I'm right, you should have been prepared.
Indeed. Somebody said, where's it at, man? Here we go. Okay, here we go. What can you tell us about Sirius X?
That's a satellite radio station. But I think she probably mean Planet X. Also called Rilo 7. The Red Giant. Got a few names to it. But she talking about Nibiru. It's close as fuck. I mean, people seeing it in the sky in the sunrise and varying parts of the globe, depending on where they at. It sticks out some places louder than others. Some places you can see it on the opposite side at sunset. You know, and it's just there. Shit, that big ass motherfucker here.
Announcing nuclear war.
Ain't no nuclear war finna happen. If one nuclear missile go in the sky, you're gonna see all of these motherfucking cloak ships come out close.
It's a wrap. They can't do that, huh?
It's prohibited.
So what happened when they did it the first time?
The first time that they didn't think we was evolved enough to split the atom. And when we did, that got everybody to tell, oh, these motherfuckers about to blow themselves up. Get the guns from the kids before they kill themselves. Yeah, that's how they was.
And what, the ET stepped to the government? Like, yo, chill? Is that right?
Well, they was already, that's what made them set up the military-industrial complex. And you got to remember, they didn't set that up to after World War II. And Eisenhower gave the speech talking about how terrified he was for allowing the military-industrial complex to be established. Because it gave them the ability to take over the world, basically. But the military-industrial complex was created with military intelligence and extraterrestrial beings. That's why they say Trump know about the Galactic Council, because he spoke to him.
From Trump?
Yeah. If you go back to, he did a speech at the United Nations, and he was telling them motherfuckers, we got some motherfuckers behind us. Y'all think these motherfuckers got some shit you can't fight. Right? He letting them know. He said, anybody else try to come over here with that takeover shit, this is a wrap. The buck stops here. He did a whole speech at the United Nations behind his communication with extraterrestrials that's pushing for the organic people to return. We call them the Elder Sky Brothers. That's what the tribes always referred to them in the varying different tongues. They was the Elder Sky Brothers, the Elder Sky family that always come every 3,600 years like clockwork for the last couple million years. The whole Alafia song is not new. We've been singing that to the motherfuckers every time they come back.
The what song? What song you said?
The Alafia song.
What's that?
From The Lion King. It's an African song to welcoming the ancestors back.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm going to stop that one and you listen to it, okay? Finish them off because they're important for you. Okay, so there's one on here that I'm going to load about how to tune your chakras up, okay? I picked it up from the young elder, okay, channel, and he's very good at giving you information. So once you hear his video, which this one here is one that Rod Hayes is on his channel, so you can click on his channel and go to his channel and find lots of more information out, that how he brings it out and explains it in his way, okay? So that you can have that, because he ties in a lot of information what Rod Hayes is talking about, but he ties it in his own way of saying it, okay? So listen to him. And this one here with the chakra, I'm going to put it on there just so you can have it. I'm skipping through the music.
My external 3D life to the shamanistic practice.
I got
That
you.
way, I'm not what you would call too distant from society to communicate with people effectively, but at the same time, I'm not so intricately woven into the society that I can't see clearly what the afflictions are and how to solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, as my mother used to tell me, I'm not here to take sides. I'm not here to pick one side over the other. I'm just here to fix it. Solve the problem. Problem solved. It's easy to fix.
Yeah.
It all boils down to one thing, and that's the unity key. So we're going to use the unity key if that's the only thing that's going to fix it. Anybody that's not partial to the unity key, then you know that they have to be excommunicated from the collective.
Mm-hmm.
It's not personal, it's family business. And we the Earth family. We can look to the stars all we gonna wait for motherfuckers to pull up in spaceships with motherfucking kicker boxes and speakers on it. But the reality is gonna remain that we own Earth. We was born on Earth. We came through the womb of a woman that was from Earth, born on Earth. We can't go back to the time when the woman didn't birth the child, because, as they say in the Moorish literature, time never was when man was not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you can't calculate a time frame, a fixed time frame in which this woman was not producing men. They just wasn't produced in mass like they are today. They were produced to fight war.
Right.
Besides that, they were a parthogenic culture, and they lived in arts and artistic expressions of the Shakti, divine feminine energy. So
a lot of this may go over most of your heads, you know. That if it do, it's okay. Just listen to it, okay, and glean what you can glean out of it. Everything he tells you is a storyline of your life, of the planet, life of the stars, life of the, okay. But his major information is giving you the information and the keys to what happened to your planet 400 some years ago that put you in a spell of conjure war, and then in the amnesia-ness of, you was in a spell of amnesia inside of a conjure war, in a war, not even knowing you was in the war, okay, but you were. And the reason why a lot of people didn't accumulate wealth, or couldn't seem to get out of the hole, was living from one paycheck or whatever you could by all means and any means, is because of the way they had fixated the war. And once we entered in it, we was not allowed to have wealth or money or anything while we was in that war. And we had to wait to the end of it, until we broke out of it, before we was allowed to. He'll explain that in one of his videos. Eventually, I'll get it to you. Don't know when. Could be one of these. I don't know, because he got many of them. The only reason I'm giving them to you, because I want you to be familiar with them, and then you go look for them yourself. Go on his channels. He got plenty. He got videos strung everywhere. But just stay with him. Follow him. Don't let him get out of your sight. Get all the information you can glean from him, and any other person that you can glean from that makes sense, because you're painting a picture and you're putting a puzzle together, or you're drawing circles, and all these things has to be calculated in a certain graph. You can't just draw a circle. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it mean something when you're drawing it. You got to have a nice smooth edge around to it, okay? Because that circle really means a lot. The triangle means a lot. The square means a lot. The rectangles means a lot. All of that means a lot. It's not just what it appears to be on the sheet. Okay? And just know you're playing a chess game. You're in it. Whether you know you're in it or not, and you're playing it. You don't even know it. But you have been, and you are still, until you finally break free. And the chess games is won, which it is, because we beat it. But you got to know who was playing as the other side. Okay? And which one was black and which one is white. Otherwise, you're just playing in the game and don't even know how the game is played, and you're part of it. And you're just losing. And the other guy's winning. Okay? Life has never been what we have thought it to be, and how we perceive it is completely the opposite of everything, and how you have viewed it, and how you have seen it, and how you have lived it. Now it's time that you know the truth, because it is being unveiled. Everything in darkness must be coming to the light. So it's your time to know what is and what isn't, and that is what it's all about. What is and what isn't. Okay? All right, so that is that one. There's probably a couple more I'm going to load on here on this video, and you just go get them, because I'm going to put them there for you, because I want you to have them. And then just don't stop learning. Don't stop wanting to know. Don't stop wanting to have information. Find out the information that is needed to know what is and what isn't. Learn why, all the W's, why, where, what, okay? Learn those. And then also know that the word, let's just say apple. The word apple is not just a word itself. And then the apple itself is not just an apple. That whole word, apple, needs to be analyzed, taken apart, and looked at it, and all the ways you can find to look at it, and placing it where it needs to go. Start with the A. And numbers 1 to 10, after 1 there is no other number. They don't even exist. There's only 1. And that's all we all are. 1 and made into the 0, or the 0 made into the 1. First you're the 0, and then you're the 1. And then you're the 1, then you're back into the 0. So those codes mean a lot. If you go to the library and you start reading, start looking for information and finding the books that's going to give you what you need, start at the 0. And then go. You get there. Okay? And read, study. Because what you're reading is that people who's come before you has written a story of something that went on during that time. It just depends on who wrote the story and what are they saying, how much truth and how many lies. Because as I say, the lie is lying with the truth. So you got to take the lie away from the truth in order to see the truth. Standing as it is, without the lies. Okay? Okay. I love you guys. Namaste.